Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're continuing on with Star Wars Visions Episode 4, The Village Bride. Ooh. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we can only show you so much of the picture-in-picture. If you'd like to watch the whole show along with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKoay. But you will need your own Disney Plus, I'm so sorry, it's really late. And you will need your own Disney Plus subscription so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with your two favorite pals from the internet. If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this video up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. All right, here we go.
後ろは快適か。
こっちはこっちで大変かも。
近いな場所へ行く前に花嫁の足を汚すわけにはいかないからな。
I'm enjoying the animation style already. It's so cute.
It's quite a dress, huh?
Yeah. I'm also thinking there must not be any water where they're going because you can't wash her feet or something.
Oh, I think it's just more of a, there's water right there. It's probably more of a tradition thing.
Probably.
Yeah, see? She can wash her feet right there.
Wow.
いいよ。こうやって魚の道を作るんだ。
これとかどう？あれはわしの記憶。
What is going on?
What?
Who was your master?
ひどい開発があったようですね。
分離主義者が資源を根こそぎな失うばかりだ。
少々場違いじゃないですか。
祝い事は大勢で祝うものだ。遠慮したら罰が当たる。
さあさあ、旅の方も。さあさ
あ。ああ、どうも。ほらな。連れて行かれるのは明日でしょう。
分離主義者が去ってあれで終わるはずだったんだ。なのに
別の災いがやってきた。
あの略奪者どもは分離主義者たちが置いてったドロイドを奴らの船で操って自分たちの兵士に改造しちまった。そいつらをゾロゾロ引き連れてわずかに残った資源を奪いに村長を人質に出せって。
五郎隊の村長に代わって孫娘が名乗り出たと。
Ah, that's why we're here.
酒の味がしねえ。
ほらあんた、お邪魔になってるだろ。
ましてや、
Is that his wife?
敵のもとへ行く。
I saw her and I was like, that's Jaby's dream woman right there.
姉さんは本当にこれでいいの？姉さん一人で全て背負って、それで私たちには戦う意志がある。十分話し合ったはずよ。奴らを倒す。家族のため、村のために。叶うわけない。でも地の利がある。私が行くって決めたの。分かって。笑顔で祝えない結婚式なんて。
似てるよ。ちょいと前のお前に。
言いたいことは分かってます。
まあ俺にはお前さんたちの戒律なんて知ったこっちゃないがな。
So many questions. What's the code?
Maybe the code is not to interfere.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
あなたもマギナを感じるのですか？マギナ。
The Force. Is it?
あなたもそのマギナを感じるなら分かっているわ。嫌な予感がする。ここが私の世界だから。それに一人じゃないもの。
It's hitting me in the feels. It's so pure.
Hmm.
君が村長の代わりかな。
はい。
村から人質をもらうのは余計な争いを避けるため。茂みに隠れて奇襲攻撃とはいただけない。ドロイドを先行させておいて正解だった。
やめて、もう誰も逆らいませんから。
Yes!
なんだお前は。
That was a nice shot.
川に石を投げても流れは変えられない。マギナよ、立ち上りたまえ。フォースと共にあらんことを。
Oh shit. Oh shit.
よくも貴様何者だ。
私はジェダイ。
Ooh. What?
Nice! Don't. Oh. Nice footwear.
Oh shit.
Whoopsie. Seems like all the ladies can be badasses in heels in this world.
That was interesting.
Oh, I really liked that one. You know how the second one really hit you in the feels? This one really hit me in the feels.
Explain.
I think just because I like the message that it's kind of putting forward, you know, with this idea of just being in harmony with the earth, and you know, like we're all a part of it and it's a part of us, and I just find that thought really beautiful, and that kind of belief, I feel, is very prevalent in indigenous cultures, and I've always been really fascinated by it. And they're reflecting this here, and that moment where they had the wedding was so beautiful, and then you kind of get the understanding that it's this really bittersweet moment because there's a huge sacrifice that's about to take place, and just how pure their love was, like their love for each other, their love for their people, for their village and everything. I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful.
I was hoping a bit more from the action at the end because we didn't really see the Jedi do a heck of a lot, the masked Jedi lady.
Sure.
It was more implied than anything else. Like, she demonstrated her power and they basically fled. And then the dude with the trash can, with the trash can helmet, like threw the thing down and it went into the ship and exploded, and then that destroyed the power for all the little robots.
Right.
All the
droids.
The droids, exactly. And so I'm like, oh, that kind of ended I was hoping, you know, because it seemed like a lot was built up into her being there, that it felt like it didn't pay off quite as strong as I was hoping. It was more about her just stopping that one dude than stopping this army.
Right, yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying there. I think it just kind of the whole vibe of this episode was really different than
most definitely
the others that we've seen.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. I mean, I was fine with that vibe. I was fine with it taking its time and explore. I mean, I think that the idea is really neat in that, you know, you're exploring this village that is dealing with being pillaged for resources over and over and over again. And that is the cost for war. Like, it's got to come from somewhere. Someone's going to suffer. And oftentimes in the Star Wars stories, I guess you're not really paying attention to that. You're just looking at the victims in the middle of the battle. You're not looking at the victims for where these supplies are coming from, because it's just like magic or whatever. Like, you're not really thinking about that element.
Well, yeah, and I think it's also, you know, the bigger picture of it all. I really feel like this story has a sort of eco message, right?
Sure.
Which is like, we're pillaging all of the supplies from Earth, we're pillaging all the resources, and we're not giving anything back, or we're just abusing Earth.
Sure, yeah.
And so
there's that. I mean,
yeah, that's kind of the sense that I got from it, and I thought that it was just really, really beautifully done. But I see your point about, you know, wanting to see more from the Lady Jedi.
Yeah.
You know, because it's been set up that, at least in the other ones we've seen, and I understand that these are from, you know, different studios and all, so they're kind of approaching it in a different way, which I think is really, really cool.
Right.
But it's been set up that they've done really cool things, you know, just kind of just gone balls to the wall, just outside of the box, like, how crazy can we make this? Whereas this just kind of was like just being really confident in its stillness and its sweetness, which was very unexpected for me.
No, it definitely was. It was wildly different from the previous 3 that we had watched.
Yes.
It's very Japanese, is the easiest way to put it. Because it's all about, like you said, like the stillness and the patience. It's very slow-paced.
Like the slow pacing, but it pays off, you know, because it, like, I don't know, it just kind of gets you in the emotions.
Well, the payoff element is not quite as explosive as the other episodes.
Sure.
That's the thing, is it's like, that's what I mean by it's very Japanese in that way, because I've seen Japanese films and it's like, it's a different, totally different kind of vibe and feeling and pacing and everything. It's just different.
Especially if you're used to watching Western cinema, you know.
Just cinema from anywhere else in the world. It's very, very slow sometimes, and this is very representative of that. And I do appreciate the message, but like, if I was to go back and watch all the episodes, this is one I might skip. Not that I disliked it. It's just that I'm like, okay, this is nice. You know, like, oh, it was a cool message. Like, I get it, but I need that, like,
you want that action.
I just wanted something at the end, because it's like, you set up this badass lady, but she didn't do a heck of a lot other than stop that lightsaber for the blaster. I'm like, okay, and then what? Like, what? She, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think,
and she cut the dude's arm off also.
Yeah, that was pretty badass. And I liked her shoes. Like, they were cool.
Yeah.
They did something, and then she just suddenly appeared and
I didn't really understand her code. Like, maybe it's something that I'm missing from my Star Wars lore knowledge, but like, I don't understand why she wouldn't have intervened, why she wouldn't have fought. These guys are clearly bad. They're clearly doing something wrong. Why wouldn't you fight them?
I think what's interesting about this episode and other episodes that we've seen is, like, you know, they do that cool thing of just kind of dropping you in the middle of all of the action and stuff, and then they leave you with a bunch of questions, which sometimes are answered and sometimes are not. And I feel like in this episode, I had a lot of questions and they weren't all necessarily answered. It's kind of like left up to interpretation, you know, like the whole what is your code thing, and like, who was your master? Why, you know, what happened to him? Why are you here? Blah, blah, blah. Like,
well, I feel like the Jedi Code has been pretty well established throughout the Star Wars films, and I mean, a lot of the books have been thrown out and are no longer considered canon, but I feel like a lot of the understanding of what a Jedi is and the code of a Jedi has been pretty well established, and I don't remember ever there being a thing. Maybe it has been there and I just didn't notice or I forgot, but I don't remember there being a thing of don't interfere, you know?
Right.
I can't remember.
She's not the Watcher.
Right, exactly. No, exactly. And for a moment I was like, what's the deal with the mask? Like, is it like the Mandalorian where she's not supposed to ever take it off? Like, cause her removing that mask was very symbolic. I thought the lightsaber, the design of it was interesting.
Yeah, that was really dope.
I mean, let's just be real. Lightsabers are basically swords, right? And so to shape it like a sword, not only that, but to make it golden, I thought was pretty dope. I just wanted to see more done with it. You know, I think coming off of the heels of episode 3, I'm just like, to slow way down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like this one really took its time, because episode 3 was like bang, bang, bang exposition, and then lots and lots and lots of crazy action.
Yeah.
And then boom, like hit the brakes hard. maybe it's what's needed. Like, I'm sure there's a consideration to the overall like sort of structure of the episodes,
the flow
of it all.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that was it's taken into consideration, and so we'll bounce back into something a little bit more with a little bit more speed in episode 5.
Energy,
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong, I like the message, and I think that's cool. I just wish that there was a better action at the end to just pay off like this, because we have this dialogue going between these two characters who are mostly in the background.
Right.
Like they're not really talking to anybody. It's a lot of exposition. It's like a lot of like, oh, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. It's like you're talking to these two guys or a guy and a lady who are sort of above
observing.
all. Yeah, observing. And so I just wanted something stronger there. But anyway. Fun episode overall. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're watching this on Patreon, thanks for supporting us already. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this video up to let YouTube know you enjoyed what you watched. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.